I go up the top here
Hmm.
and I go into traffic and conversion, right? Very, very popular. These few here, these three, four, very, very powerful within your seller community. So if I go traffic and conversion here, we can see stuff around, your page views compared to sessions. We can see browser versus mobile sessions, traffic and conversion by product, right? What we want to see. We can get in there and see stuff around graphs and stuff like that. And remember, I've got a comparison date here as well as the page I'm looking at. So if I went back up to the top, like we did in that last page, and I changed the date range, this would also change as well.
Hmm.
As we go down, we can look at parent versus child as well.
Hmm.
And then we can add a few more other things in there if you want to. You can take things away to make it more simple for things you aren't interested in, right? Or if you want to have all of it, you can play around and make it a little bit your own.
Hmm.
I'll go into customer lifetime value. Now, we use a cohort methodology, right? And this is really, really powerful again around people who maybe sell a lot of save and subscribe products, have a lot of repeat purchases. And it's really trying to understand where are we getting the repeat purchases and how do we leverage more? Because at the end of the day, that can go into ad spend. Like, where are we putting our money? Are we putting our money in the right products in the right areas? And using
Mm.
these types of tooling and using these aspects in the tool will allow you to kind of uncover that. Now, like I said, sometimes the data is a little bit gappy, right? Because it's a demo account, and this is why we try and give our tell our customers to connect their own accounts, right? So let's move into a repeat purchases. So in this example, we can see the date, the first purchase, the sale date, how many would have been repeat purchases. Looks like we didn't have any. The new customers, the lifetime value, so on and so forth.
So
And
it
now
would have,
where do
look, sorry to cut you. It would appear in the repeat if they like say they bought and so sales means the sales for the current day. Repeat means on that specific day where there were repeat purchases from previous
correct,
buyers. Uh-huh. Okay.
correct.
Hmm. And this can go for all now we're Amazon USA, but then again, if we're eBay Germany, also similar dashboard for or
I would
some. Mhm.
I would have to check, it's because we are only available like what the data brings in. So we connect as much as possible, but there are some very small there are a couple of channels who will have like a different layout to what we see on the side here.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we bring in as much as we can. We can have a little look at an eBay example in a minute.
But I would say also for those who are listening, let's say, because there's so many, you said only over 160 you guys supported Merchant Spring. But then if sellers like, well, maybe mine is number 84, right? So I would say that you can just reach out to the support as well, just generally, just drop a message and, within probably a few hours or 24 hours or whatever it is, like uh, they'll get a answer. So that's also sometimes a good idea, just in case if we didn't cover something in this video. Comments, of course, that we also appreciate. We will answer, but also the support can always give some answers. And I love messaging supports as well from different kind of tools I work with because they can help too.
And look, I'll show you how to look at it till once you get into how
Hmm.
to look if we service that channel and we go into this a little bit
Nice,
deeper.
nice.
But we also have resources online which will
Hmm.
show you, what areas we cover across the globe, right? And it's split down into like your kind of global channels, your
Mm.
South America, Oceania, Australia, Europe, America. So we have a lot of that covered as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool, cool, man. Okay, we can continue. Thank you.
So I'll go into repeat purchases. Now, this is kind of like taking it to that next step, right? We can understand, which of our customers are coming back, but how do we know what products are selling, right? In terms of that second purchase, right? And this is where we go into this here. So in the top here, we can see the repeat purchase behavior by product, right? And it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to like read out the different areas. But as we go down, right, we can start to see the this is let me just do a current quarter versus last quarter.
Hmm.
That's a little bit better. So we can see here that in this example, right, that the first product, which is purchase, is this finishing touch flawless perfume.
Mm-hmm.
The second product, which is generally bought, is this eyeshadow cream 101. So with this information, right, we could say, hey, um, let's stop putting our money into this product, this one here, the skin perfecting 2%, whatever, for example. And let's try and put more money into this eyeshadow 101 cream because we know that's our second best-selling product for getting people back into the store. So allowing you to kind of have these analytic metrics will allow you to kind of create more data-driven back decisions rather than kind of having a little look and trying to like just kind of work it out by, previous sales, these sorts of things like that.
Look, so customer purchase path in the lower part. Can you scroll down to it, please? I'm just trying to understand. Let's say first they buy the finishing touch flawless perfume. Second product means the one they buy after it in the same purchase, kind of in the same session, or generally the first they buy this one and then maybe 3 days after they come back and buy this one from us, or how exactly? Maybe I misunderstood a little.
Yeah, no, great question. So from my understanding, okay, right,
Yeah.
this is the average days between purchases. So generally, like the first purchase will be
Ah.
taken from this one, and
Uh-huh.
then the second purchase will be this, and then the days between purchasing is on average 18 days.
Uh-huh. So so for example, let's say we have the I'm just trying to understand how we can make the most out of, let's say, a brand is coming and they have like, yeah, they see that first product, they have some sort of product, and then the it's a number of customers would be quite high for a combination of first and second product. And then combined units will also maybe be higher, which is already nice here. But let's say with again, that's why, as you mentioned, connect the channels, see how what you have, right? But then let's say we see like very strong correlation between product one and two, average day between purchases, whatever it is, but there's always like a big amount versus others. So then you're saying like if that's the thing, then maybe even in our I'm just trying to think it as an Amazon seller, we can do a virtual bundle, let's say, of this. There's one option. We can do physical bundle, let's say. That's of course will take more time, but or we can just, on our listings, emphasize that look, this is popular amongst our customers, like the second one. So why don't you go get it? Because it's data proven, so then it will probably work. Just my thoughts.
Yeah. Spot on. No, that's it. And this is where I see it more coming into like the advertising space, right? What product do we maybe market
Hmm.
to those, first time purchases, which are more likely to convert. Or like you said, like we know that this product is generally the second thing bought, right? Let's put that as a recommended or purchased with type product.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool, man. Thank you. Interesting metric to look at. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. In this one here, we see save and subscribe. It's pretty much what it says on the tin, right? It is a save and subscribe performance of a product. We can see it again, current period of sales on that one, as well as the comparison period when it loads. But otherwise, we can see, at a snapshot on the right over here, so save and subscribe summaries as well.
Hmm. So it's like subscribe and save. It means like if someone purchased the product that's on Amazon, we have this option. They do subscribe and save. Let's say they get a protein kind of bag at 10% off every month versus just getting it without any discount. So it's just like a kind of marketing technique we use on Amazon, like subscribe and save. Here, subscribe once a month to get a bag, get like 10% off. And here we can track it actually across marketplaces again.
Spot on. Yeah.
Hmm.
So we can see, how many subscriptions you have on that product on your store,
Uh,
your subscribership revenue, the non-delivery sort of stuff like that, and the revenue per subscription and per subscriber as well, right? So we can see that this one here, the Women's Elder Class perfume,
uh,
revenue per subscriber is unreal, right? But it's only because we got one subscriber. That must be a
yeah.
big amount of revenue that guy is paying for that one
Uh-huh.
that one perfume. It's expensive
Nice.
perfume these days.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Cool, cool.
Cool, we'll crack on. In this one here, we got cancellations and refunds.
Yeah.
Again, kind of what it says on the tin, right?
Oh.
I'll have a little scroll down so you can show you. There's some data points that are missing in this as well. But you can kind of see, it's just very basically showing the cancellations and the refunds that you're getting by product. Yeah, this isn't the best slide to show on this one.
So as I understand, once the brand that houses or if some products or an aggregator that houses some brands or someone who houses aggregators comes here and they have, again, all the kind of metrics quickly. Like they need to check the traffic, the sales, say of specific brand because the brand is asking for it or because they're running the brand and they need to, just to grow the sales, etc. So here they have it. If the customer is maybe like the brand is like calling the agency like, hey guys, like I checked my seller account, I see some returns today. Hi, boom, like people go here, check, da da da. They kind of share it with the customer. Also, we can download these, right? These can be downloadable. So then let's say we can
Bottom,
like, yeah, hey man, we can get on a call. I'll present it to you. Boom, 1, 2, 3. Here's what's
yeah.
up. Like so, we're taking care of that. The customer's happy, and the kind of the aggregator keeps growing or the agency kind of.
Exactly. Yeah. And look, why, there might be like a one product that really stands out. You're getting loads of refunds for. Like, why are you getting so many refunds? Like, is that like a supply issue, right? Is there something wrong with all of
Hmm.
those products that have been sent over? Like, I don't know, I haven't inspected them, right? Maybe that's something that I need to chase up, or perhaps it may be just something where I don't know, you get lots of damages in postage, right? Who
Yeah,
knows,
yeah.
right? There's different reasons it could be, but at least you can investigate it product by product this way.
Hmm.